So, I'm kind of bored today. I decided to not go to the city because I'm shit broke, so I got this idea while I was going for my walk, and we're gonna be rating Metallica eras. Let's fucking go. It's gonna be great since I have not made any Metallica content in years. I still have my Metallica edits that I still need to edit, but I just am too lazy, so I decided this would be a good idea and it could be fun. So we'll be doing a tier list of all the Metallica moments since I have all the history, and you guys can play along with it. I'll put the thing in the description, whatever. This will be your Metallica content for the year because I'm so lazy. So let's go. So I just connected to my mic, so hopefully I sound better now because yeesh, that intro was terrible. Like, oh, okay. So, yes, this is the tier list that I've made, and we have lots of different iconic Metallica moments that I have remembered through my, like, loving this band. What am I even talking about? Okay, let's just begin, okay, let's start with the first early days of Metallica. We got the OG boys and a bassist that I don't even know. Sorry. But we got our boy Dave Mustaine before he got kicked out. I'll say that this is this is the first moments of Metallica when they were still little babies. And I'll just put it because I have nothing against it. It's where it all began. But this is what we're talking about. Now we're going up to the moment when we got Cliff and Kirk and Dave got kicked out. I'm gonna say this is a solid era. This is where it really began. Got the whole gang here and they're making music. I'm giving it, this was good. Because it was. I'm not good at this though. Oh, okay, Kill 'Em All. Solid album. I love it. It was a comfort album for me at one point. It got me through shit. So this is a big slay. Kill 'Em All is an incredible album. I just love it. That's all I can say. I guess we can move on to Ride the Lightning. Also, solid album. Iconic. I'm definitely gonna put it in I Would Die for This, Literally Step on Me. Because the album's incredible, the concert videos were incredible. It was a great era. Actually, no, I think I'll put it in Big Slay. Because it's not my absolute favorite, but I'm still here for it. Next up, Master of Puppets. This is going for I Would Die for This, Literally Step on Me. Not only is it a perfect album, that era was just so fucking iconic on its own. I'm just fucking here for it. And Cliff's bass solo in Orion, that's why it is in I Would Die for This, Literally Step on Me, because I don't think I have anything else to say. Now we're going on to a very heartbreaking time in Metallica history, and that is when Cliff Burton passed away and they had a terrible bus crash. This isn't going in the no, because I still miss Cliff Burton to this day, and I have cried listening to his bass solos way too many times. So this is something that should not have happened. I think we can all agree on that. Next up, we got And Justice for All. Yet again, solid album. Fucking love it. That entire album got me through shit as well. And that is when we got Jason. And I love Jason. And I love my Jason stans. So this is gonna be going in Big Slay. Because it's just such an incredible album. And Jason is a cool guy that deserved better. Oh my god. Metallica, Seattle, 1989. One of my favorite performances of all time. My god, I have the entire 3-hour live show on my computer that I've used for my edits. I love it so much. This isn't going, I would die for this, literally step on me, because that is like one of their best live performances ever. I don't think I have anything else to say. And now, moving on to Black Album, aka one of my favorite eras ever. Oh my god. Okay, where do I start? First off, Black Album, love it. And secondly, this era has some of my favorite looks from all the guys, especially James and Kirk, because I had the fattest crush on Kirk, in case you didn't know. And James in the Black Album era, my favorite James era of all time. He looked amazing. I loved his long hair. Like, oh god. Okay, Black Album, definitely going in. I would die for this, because I would. I love this era so much, and I also love when Kirk got his little piercing and he still had his long hair and like a little mustache. I loved it. Incredible era. And now we're moving on to Load and Reload. This is easily going in I would die for this, because that album saved me, and these albums have some of my favorite Metallica songs of all time, especially Ain't My Bitch. I think I've spoken enough about how much I love this album. You can see it in my edits. I love that song so much. So this is definitely going in I would die for this. And now we're gonna move on to the Load and Reload era of them. And easily my favorite era of them. I know many people will disagree and say that Master of Puppets or Ride the Lightning were their most iconic moments, and they are. But personally for me, Load and Reload have created some of my favorite looks from them, from all of them. They looked amazing. They were peaking. The fashion was incredible. They were gay. And Kirk in this era made me believe in love. I was crazy about him for this era. So this is also easily going in I would die for this. Because I would. I still, to this day, love this album more than anything, and it has stood the test of time for me. Okay, next up, we got Saint Anger and Some Kind of Monster. Now, this time was very fucking messy for these guys, and I feel for them. It felt like they went through the roaring 20s, they were having the time of their lives, and then 2000 hit and everything went to shit. I will put it in this was good, because they went through some shit. If you have seen the film, they all just had gone through some challenges, and then that is also when they got Robert in the band, because Jason left, and that is the next one we're gonna go to. So I will put it in this was good, because I am proud of them for getting through it, and that they're still standing to this day, because this could have been the end of Metallica, but it wasn't. They got through it, so I'm proud of them. Next up, Jason leaving the band. This was good, because good for him. He deserved better, and I'm glad he was able to get out of that toxic area, I guess. And also him leaving is when they got Robert, who was perfect for Metallica. And yeah. Oh my god, okay, going back a bit. James's Rat era. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in 1995, before Load, James decided to get a mullet, and he looked like a rat, and I call this his fucking feral era, because it seemed like he was just very feral then. And this would be going in Big Slay, because I'm kind of digging him in that era. I hated it at first, but like, it grew to me, and it's so fucking hot. So, that's going in Big Slay, because it indeed was a big slay. Now we got Lars Ulrich Napster era. This is his this is going in no. Because what the fuck was happening? I still don't get fully what was going on. Like, Lars was suing Napster, and then he got bullied for it. And then, like, South Park made videos about it. Actually, it's just gonna go in because I don't get it, but the memes are hilarious. Oh my god, yeah, Saint Anger. Alright, unpopular opinion. Saint Anger goes so fucking hard. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if Lars's drums are shit. That album goes hard. And it is a perfect representation of, like, the early 2000s. And I'm so here for it. And I hated, like, the early 2000s style for the longest time. But it is so iconic. I loved Lars's short blonde hair. He was going somewhere with it, and I'm here for it. James also looked so fucking hot. He just looked like a metal dilf. So this is going in Big Slay, because the album's good, and I love their style, and they also got their shit, and they got Robert, and it was just good times. Death Magnetic, yet again, another good album. I love it. It might not be their best, but it's still a good album. So this is going in, this was good. Because it was. But also, this era annoys me the most because every single Metallica Facebook group I joined, it just had, like, their older fans only sharing photos of James from this era where he had the weirdest beard going on, and I was not here for it. So I would put it in mid, but since the album was good, I'm just gonna put it in this was good. Alright, moving on to Hardwired. Hooray! This is when I discovered them. Kind of. A year after that album came out is when I got really into them. But I had my friend who was into them, so I learned a lot about them from her. Bless. Shout out to Emma. You're the reason why I'm here right now. I will put this in Big Slay, because I loved the aesthetic that they were going for. It was pretty iconic. I loved the photo shoots for the album cover. Like, it was all a Big Slay. Big party. Hooray. Now we're moving on to the Hardwired tour. And I have a lot to say about this. For many of you, you'll probably be like, what are you talking about? This was great. I got to see them live. Well, I fucking didn't. Because the fuckers didn't even come here. Like, okay, so this is going in big no. And that's just personally for me. Because those fuckers were messing with my emotions. That was when I was at the peak of my love for Metallica. And all I saw was them touring Europe over and over again. And then doing another Europe tour for like the 5th fucking time. And then they announced a US tour. And I'm like, what the fuck? When are you guys gonna come to Australia? You haven't even come here for this album. And then they finally announced the Australia tour with Slipknot. Looks amazing. I got tickets. But then they cancelled. And obviously the reasons why they cancelled are very valid. James went back to rehab. But at the same time, they haven't come back since. It's been 4 years. And they won't, like, they canceled their South America tour, but they still ended up going there a couple of times. So the Hardwire tour is going in no for me because I am not happy with them not coming here and that I wasn't able to see them. But hopefully you guys are planning to come here. Please. I want to see you guys live, but also please, like, come here when I actually have money so I can actually buy tickets, you know. Okay, now we're up to the current era. God, I'm a fake fan. Hang on. I forgot what the album is called. Whoops. Oh, 72 Seasons. Okay, now we're up to 72 Seasons. New album. And this is going in... I haven't heard the album yet. I'm sorry. But from what I've heard, the album does go fucking hard. I love the whole aesthetic that they're going for, like the yellow and black, like chef's kiss. So this will go in... I'll put it in This Was Good For Now, because I haven't listened to the album fully, but I really like what I heard, and I love the aesthetic. So yeah, this is my tier list at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know how to finish this video. I'm a bit sick. Here's your Metallica content for the year. You're welcome.